So today's video is going to be really simple. I'm just going to show some more Dr. McDougall approved food. Quick and easy meals. Most of the food that he recommends and his wife Mary are super easy to put together. Very minimal ingredients, which I love. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any upcoming videos. I will be posting more Dr. McDougall inspired recipes just because that's what's working for us and we're feeling fantastic on his lifestyle plan. So you will see more of that. So if you missed part 1 and part 2 of my 10-day Mary's Mini kind of series, then go back to those, because like part 1 I explain what is allowed, what isn't allowed, what I'm doing, what I've picked up for the actual 10 days. And then part 2 is recipes. What did I eat during those 10 days? A lot of it was repetitive, but I still showed you, and I think it might be helpful if this is your first time going on a Mary's Mini. That was my first time. I'm going into my second time doing a rice mini, so that will be a little bit different. But you know what? I don't think it will be difficult because you can do a lot with rice and it's very filling, so it should be good. I'm just curious to see how I feel, what the difference is between having the potato mini and then the rice mini, just to see, you know, what works best for me. So with the potato mini, I had a lot of energy. I felt really full. It was like 12 o'clock and I had to like force myself to eat something because I knew I had to eat something. But the potatoes keep you so full as long as you're eating enough of them. Some people are like, oh, I'm so hungry in between. I feel like they're not having enough at each meal because they're scared. They're like, it's potatoes. We can't eat a lot of potatoes. It's so terrible to eat that many potatoes. But it's not, because remember, it's what we put on the potatoes that makes it unhealthy. And we're not putting the butter and we're not putting the oil. We're just eating the whole food plant-based potato and we're having the veggies. So don't be afraid. Eat the portions that you need and eat until you're full. I felt completely full and satisfied the whole time, like the whole time. Now we'll see how I feel with the rice mini, and look forward to some new videos with the Mary's Mini rice mini coming up. So yeah, drop me a comment below if you have any questions about the Mary's Mini diet, or if you have just general questions about the Dr. McDougall diet, and I will answer them below. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So here's some of those super easy recipes for you. Okay, so it's hash brown time, and I had to pick these up in the US because here in Canada, every single frozen French fry and hash brown has canola oil in it. So I brought a whole bunch back with me, and now I'm enjoying a whole lot of hash browns for breakfast and lunch lately. These are just the seasonings that are my go-to. I do like a little bit of a kick, so I added some of the chipotle and also the Cajun flavor as well. So I like to preheat my grill, make sure it's nice and hot, and then I add the potatoes on and then let them cook for a while before you lift up the lid, or else they're going to get stuck to the top. I had to learn that the hard way. So anyway, let it sit for a while, let it cook up. I like mine super crispy, so I kind of overcook mine, but you can take yours off a lot sooner and they're going to turn out fantastic on the grill, and you don't have to use any oil, at least mine. I just literally wiped it clean. I didn't even have to take the actual plates off in order to clean it. So I serve mine with a sugar-free ketchup that I have. And then I just have a side of green beans or whatever veggies I have on hand. And then I also like to grill up some bell peppers and put that on top as well. You could dice them up and put them in the potato mixture, and that will work really well. But on this day I just decided to grill them, and then I'm going to top my hash browns with the peppers. So this is probably my favorite thing to eat right now. Like I said, I can't find any potatoes that are frozen that don't have oil in them in Canada. So every time I'm crossing the border, I'm going to be bringing potatoes home and enjoying this. I mean, yes, I could do it on my own and grate it and keep it in the freezer, but when you're in a pinch and after a whole stretch of 12-hour shifts, I just want the convenience of having it in the fridge and ready for me. So I had a bunch of leftover potatoes from my potato mini. I had already finished when I recorded this video, and I still had a ton of potatoes. So I decided that I was going to make a potato soup and kind of continue on, even though technically my 10 days was up. So I decided to chop up some potatoes, and I also chopped up a few extra. That way I can throw in to the soup later on. So here you'll see all the potatoes are chopped up. I added the broth and I added water. I use a hand blender just to puree everything, and then I just cooked it up for a few minutes, and I also added these seasonings that I'm showing you. And then when I'm serving it, I am adding some spinach to my bowl as well, because you got to get some greens in. I also added a few chopped potatoes to the soup and let it warm up inside the pressure cooker, just so that there's some texture as well in the soup. And then re-season it if you need to once it's completely done cooking. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to connect with me across social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at VeganMommyDee and VMD Health and Wellness.